season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
To it, and the season will get underway.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Virginia's offense will go to work first. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Turning it on! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to
going right back to the well, and this time he finds Water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Gators come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To throw, it's Lagway. Zings it complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you take people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just
fires into traffic. It's picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Quickly complete. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia!
One thing this team has shown really this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to Brown. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. It just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Caught over the middle. It's Snow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Third down coming up after the completion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Cavaliers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Leaves it with the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick strike complete. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it. Finds a little space. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Give to the running back. Showing off the arm. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Pocket breaking down. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep, Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Snow.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it this up. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Gets away from one. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Still on his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pulls it, fired complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Keeps the play going. He'll pull it down. Plows through the defense. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to the back. Still on his feet at the 40. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Gators get the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's second and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best of the biz for the start of this third quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. The Gators send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays, with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play. Defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the ground. He's got it again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the tailback. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Virginia. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to pass, it's Lagway. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Florida. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. I mean, you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. 21. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the back. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got his man all by himself. All out of space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. There are sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in there. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Hold and finds his man on the left. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Spins away from the defender. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. The Gators are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff to the single running back. There he goes. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. second down as we open the final stanza. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Lagway. Got the quick pass. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls and fires complete. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The first play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the left side. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets him to the 28.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A strike downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Cavaliers have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. And the Cavaliers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Snow. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can...
Touchdown, Cavalier! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Wilson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking left. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Turning it on! Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. He's got the back in the middle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Fights off the defender. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Balls it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself